Okay, I'm going to do this in silver. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tune this to be a past. And I order this story to alchemize and clear from my field and clear all trauma from it as I tell this story. And I order this energy to connect to all other stories to show you where the connection is. And to delete and show this program clearly in our reality so we can see our shift points immediately. And so it is. 407-101. Give me a second because I'm going to channel a analogy. I had to live out the H.P. Blavatsky hijack of my mind. As a soul, of course it's going to play out that way because that is the codes I rode in on. Because I had a connection with DNA into that line, even though I might not have actually been that precise being. I might even be greater than, meaning I might not be H.P. Blavatsky. I'm more like H.P. Blavatsky and all the beings that they made out of her connected into one in another realm. You follow? So if I'm going to come back to Earth and I'm going to help, because that's why I was here. I was here hiding with the ability to be able to channel all this information that basically you understand that none of the factions had all the information. They're all blown away right now. We're saving them all. But what's happening is we're being shown along the way as they attack us. And this is what I'm talking about. I had to live through it with a knowing of faith that because my synchronicities, there was little things showing me you're in the right place. Just hold firm. Do whatever you got to do. Follow your intuition. Don't let any emotional bullshit. If your intuition is telling you to get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Or plan to get out. Now let me tell you why. Because here's how it works. This is the most important part. You're just living through it. So it's happening, and as so when now I'm gonna fast forward. So we had the H.P. Blavatsky thing. The Brotherhood came to my house, told me to shut the fuck up, tried to take over my consciousness, tried to possess Misha in order, right, whatever. So we know that played out on like a bunch of different timelines. I mean, come on. Come on. So I get out of there. And then I finally get to Anaheim. Well, now they're sending a FaceTime message trying to put me in a little boy that Momo was taking a picture with because they were selling off my consciousness with kids and shit. And this is how they originally trapped my eye. But I had magic set up in the house, and Katie was in, like, we had done a bunch of, I literally birthed into a dragon before I birthed the cub. I had to release some shit, and all this stuff was happening. So it was right after I had released all this energy to birth new energy there, which is hell on my body and hell on everything, because now I've rebirthed. Now I'm in a new dimension, and this is basically why I was given the Time Lord keys. There's my point. So what happened was I basically just knowing that I haven't done anything wrong and having full faith in the situation, and knowing and trusting that Katie and Deb around us were as consciously tuned as we can, and even calling each other out on programs as we were figuring out how they were having us work against each other, right? So in the moment, it's all real touch and go for a minute, because in your physical, you're not really sure, are they on my side, are they not on my side, that type thing. You just have to have complete faith in knowing, okay? Because then in that instant, what happened was whenever that, for instance, this is how it works. Whenever they sent that little kid and tried to project my energy in him, I had it flash to the mirror, and it came, and immediately I sat down and channeled the 22 laws of Ma'at. The extra 22 laws to get to a 55 power structure that people were using that weren't cleared to operate a 55 power structure. They weren't even cleared to operate a 33 hell fucking power structure. They damn certain shouldn't have the keys up to a 55. Now, there's a fucking deal with using Freemason stuff, but it is what it is. It's not evil. It is what it is. But you learn lessons whenever you're in your body, which is the point. Now, they're going to be learning their lesson. So basically, like when you use a Freemason structure, it's a lot of power. And it affects a lot of people. So there's a soul lessons that you have to learn if you were embodying and utilizing a 44 level energy structure that's supposed to be maintained only by a collective that soul is cleared to use it, because it affects all and is run by the collective in a proper sequence. Or they try to hijack a bitch and fucking take it over and then put the karma on somebody else for doing it. And then basically what they did, though, was make us high-powered wizards. Well, thank you, but now we've taken back the keys to the city. However, when you're in the middle of it, it don't make this much sense. Because your body, okay, like... Because what happens, and what's even trippier, is we haven't seen the full culmination of any of this. Like, I haven't even met Misha yet. I don't meet her until after my birthday. I haven't even gone to New Orleans yet with Fernando. Like... the culmination of Fernando hasn't even left me yet. We haven't even stopped the hurricane in New Orleans yet. And guess what? There's one foreman coming straight at it. And you know what I said last night? Fucking let it go. Flood it. Flood that motherfucker now. Because I was just there and they were taking faces and shit off angels and shit in a secret network. Oh, man, fuck that. Flood that motherfucker. We got what we needed. We need that shit gone. Gone, gone, gone. Gone. And then we'll take back the parishes in New Orleans with all this fucking Baptist Prince Hall and Freemasonry shit. Because here's the thing. Even the Prince Hall Masons, which are the lead ones that were leading the Black Panther shit, I just helped save their ass because their Freemason structure was set to rig them up. The whole time. I figured it out. Of course they fucking set him up to fail. Like, understand what I'm saying? That the Freemason structure that they've been killing and murdering and doing all this shit, and they were going to take over the world for, and they were going to do black dominance, and we're fucking convinced that it was the only way to help save everybody. Now they're seeing that their structure that they had been pimping out was set to set them up. because of what our crews have been doing, because they keep attacking us. And then every time so what I'm saying is, when you're living through it, okay, and this is even the song that I wrote, all right, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the illusion and the lies that you're used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see, so yo world, I hope you're ready for me, now gather round. I'm the one that fell down from a town laid down by Future Town. I am the MC that they put on your shelf. So just let me introduce myself. My name is Coco. They had me on a yo-yo. And yo, bro, oh, how they like to thump thee. And all the Mackers on the top 10 sold tickets to rump me. I was stuck in time, y'all. A starlit monkey looking for my tribes to pump me. Dun, dun, dun. And I had the key. And then now it gets funky. I'm sick with this. Went straight to whack. And then it got ridiculous. I'll eat up all your lies and your bits with this. Yo, frat boys. Come here, are you ticklish? Yeah, I called you that. Look at me, I'm skinny. And never stopped Ep from getting busy. They were weak. They like the girls on the broom. That's how they got us in the Democrat bathroom. They say we're crazy. Allow us to amaze thee. They say we're something, but it just don't faze we. Because they ain't getting in our pants and they're not jumping in our dance. The rumpy dance is your chance to activate Trump. Talk to me, baby. And do the rumpy rump. And do the rumpy talk to me. Okay, that song and all those lyrics came in when they put me in the storage container in the middle of old McDonald's farm with a bunch of bees right before I had to go to Sturgis when China and Lebanon blew. When I wrote that song and sang it, then I had to go to Sturgis because I wrote that song and sang it. The keys came in for me to get out, but it comes in creatively. Does that make sense? The quickest way is that it comes in creatively. What you don't realize is that in the moment to sit down and write a song, okay, when you just birthed raw and you fucking did all that shit and you knew all this shit just blew, sounds foreign to you in a physical body. But what you need to do then is to create, because then exactly what came in to attack you is what's going to get you out in one form or another, to where I just kept a pad and paper around and we were getting hit. Boom, brrr, boom, brrr, boom, brrr, boom, brrr. Hold up. And then I'd send that bitch back out. But in the moment, and it's still happening, because we're living through it, because there ain't no way, because we're up in the top, our etheric bodies are way up here, and so like it's on. And now I know for sure it was April 2018 that someone took over the top, like, well, I allowed him to take the keys for a minute because it was basically like the Christ dome of the Syrian gate keys that I couldn't hold to go in and do what I needed to do. So, because there was always connections that I had to have, and this is where you had to trust, and this is where Judah line always got fucked, and this is where it didn't happen this time. But over history, that's how it happened, because whenever you zero out and come into a dimension, you have to have a connection in the other dimension, but nobody fucking knows that's really what's going on, because it's happening right in front of your face. It's happening right in front of your face. It's all happening right in front of your face. in different dimensions. People are acting out different dimensions on different, all right in front of your face. I mean, we stopped 1919 at the fucking port. I had to rewalk it and sing for my supper. And there were people around videoing and watching it that were all doing it together, but it's right in front of your face. It's on different time counts that you don't realize that's what you go somewhere and you're like, man, this weird shit happened. I saw this lady. She was dancing all up and down, and this other lady in this pink jacket, and she just started singing. And da-da-da-da-da-da. But if you really look, that's what's going on. So I have it written down this way. And then I'll type this up. But number one, you're mentally shown. So first you're going to be mentally shown. You're going to mentally put it together. You're going to mentally, like it's going to hit your head. Then number two, you allow what you allowed, knew it was undone. So allow yourself to know it was undone. Remember that you're undoing it by knowing it, and then let it go in the moment. Allow and channel your body consciousness, meaning every little pain, every little thing, someone coming into your field, no, it's not them affecting you. It is them affecting you. It's not them hurting you. It's your controller telling you where either they're hurting or maybe your back arm because they might be on one of your wings, literally. I mean, the possibilities are endless, but allow and channel for your body consciousness, meaning when you get in these intense moments, just open up and just allow. Don't do anything just because it's the way you used to do it. In fact, that's the exact opposite thing that you want to do, and that's what I mean. Allow and channel your body consciousness. Why do you want to all of a sudden do a circle? Why are you all of a sudden moving that? Well, I just moved that here and moved that here and moved that here. Okay, stop. Why'd you do it? That's the most important part, because you're learning your modality. You're learning how you block energy. You're learning how you bring it in. What did you just ask for? Or are you feeling an energy that's coming around you and you're protecting yourself? Like, that's the most important, your body consciousness, because you're a live tarot card. Especially when you go into the matrix. When you go into the matrix, you got to put on a character. You got to. Each time you go in, you can be a different character. I mean, your ancestors are dressing you to show up in the timeline that you're going to show up in. You don't even fucking know when you're leaving the house to go out to the bar these days, or go to dinner, or go to the park. You don't even know what timeline you're going to visit someone on. That's why you're dressing weird, and you're all of a sudden you've got to braid your hair, or all of a sudden because when you get to the park, they're seeing the braid. The braid is what's acknowledging the soul connection and the Akashic link. And so you're the one that put the braid in. They're going to come to you. That's why you all of a sudden have to braid your hair. Or it's why you need to wear the purple shirt. Or because the other person's looking for the purple shirt, subconsciously you're being told that. Now when you get there, why is everyone wearing purple? That's my fucking point. Why is everyone wearing purple? You're wearing purple. You were told to wear purple. Now why is everyone wearing purple? Well, what kind of people are they? You see what I'm screaming? Or is there no one there with purple? Great. Does someone come straight up to you and start talking to you? Good. You've got a pure connection. Is there one other person straggling in the back who's got purple on? Maybe. Probably. Okay. Check them out. This is my 3rd year living in this energy as a full-blown creator. But it's cool as shit once you master it, and now there's more people mastering it, so it's getting. And we do have protection now of a masculine worry because I blew his codes open, because it's getting down into Drake and all this crazy shit because the prince, anyway. I don't know what's fixing to happen. I'm basically trying to stay high so that I don't dig any deeper into this Texas stuff because it's changing so quick. Because I took in 2018, what happened was I stopped dreaming. And all my prophetic dreams went to Joseph Smith in a way, which is how the whole Mormon connection, and then how they trapped us in it. But I've got it. I'm getting it back now. But I couldn't have it because I couldn't see. I was working on a lower timeline, so I couldn't see those projections because I wouldn't do them. I had to finish it all the way, because basically what I had to do was pick up, because there were all these factions coming at us in the end. So in the end, I literally had to play the roles of the main motherfuckers in all of them to get them all at the end, to show myself purified. And now they're sitting there staring at each other. And the one they were going to frame is gone. Like literally gone. And so they're staring at each other right now going, oh, fuck. Because I was the only one who knew the game. Because we all set him up. It's literally what's happening right now. And so the whole world was waiting for this to get done so that everyone could start getting paid. Now nobody got paid. Now these guys are running, and there's 3 of them, and I saw them burn to hell whenever I activated February 2019. So just so you know, you still, though, it's so important because what we're like, I know everything that we just did was also making sure that our sons didn't go down for a bunch of bullshit robberies and all this fucking crazy ass shit, because we had to walk their fucking timelines to finish it. And then they were trying to give us the karma for it. And that's what I said, fine, I'll jump through the fucking lion's gate. We'll see who's pure. That's what I did. And I lived through every minute of it. But then that created an empty vessel that had to be held in order to control it was... But it was all because some motherfuckers didn't show up because they were trying to kill me again. Again. Second time in a year. Hollywood got nuts. It was like, Hollywood was like I'm like scratching my teeth. Hollywood became fucking warlock and witch gangs. All controlled by dark magic and sorcerers paid for by the cartel. And tax dollars. 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 And the United Nations. They were basically having us pay for our own spell work to be done to us. Disclo duck. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Say what? Trippy. August. What is today? The 14th or the 15th?